Welcome to another part of Tabernacle's Bible study on praying the Psalms. Today is Good Friday and we are focusing on Psalm 22. This is the psalm that is typically read for Good Friday services. And the biggest thing is there's a great connection to the Passion narrative, to the story of Jesus dying on the cross and his suffering and death. So everybody draws this connection. And why is there such a great link? Why is this connected to Jesus' story of the Passion? Mostly because there are 5 references that are used in the gospel accounts that come from other sources, but there are more than that, but 5 specifically that come from this psalm alone. This is quoted as the gospels try to tell the story of Jesus' passion. So, why do the gospels borrow so heavily from Psalm 22 in particular? Many have believed for centuries that this psalm is a prediction of Jesus' suffering that he would experience at the cross. They believe this was a prophecy, that this was something foretold and that would come true. That's one answer. But I think that shortens what is possible for the psalmist who wrote this. I believe that the psalmist wouldn't write it merely as a prediction scripture, that there must be more to it. What I think and believe that it offers to us reading it today is that it helps us to understand Jesus by looking at the righteous sufferer. And that helps us then to have compassion and sympathy as we look to all who suffer and succumb to the pain and the tyranny of others. This is a way to look at the death of Jesus so that we might understand what Jesus went through. Overall, you need to look at this psalm that there is the first 21 verses are the pleas for help and lifting that up to God. And then it transitions to the end and it lists out thanksgiving for help received. I'm going to read this from a little devotion book on the Psalms to help us understand Psalm 22 a little better. Verses 1 to 21 are a vivid account of the sufferer's agony even as he holds to faith. Verses 22 to the end see his faith vindicated, and the psalm moves from abandonment to deliverance. Above all, it is a psalm about the most tenacious faith. This sufferer will not abandon trust in God even when all his experiences tell him that God has abandoned him. Faith remains, and in the end, triumphs. I think that's my message today for Psalm 22 and for Good Friday. That no matter what we suffer, and no matter where we see suffering in the world, and no matter how we imagine the suffering was for Jesus in particular, let's focus on that today. That faith was maintained. Jesus knew a plan, and that no matter what we experience, we can still hold on to faith to carry us through. That we go from pleas of help to thanksgiving for deliverance. I hope this helps your time of reflection on Jesus' suffering and death for this Good Friday. We will continue tomorrow with Holy Saturday and our final installment on Easter Sunday. I hope you are reflecting on this Holy Week experience.